Hello and welcome to a new lesson for English learners in grade 7. My name is Sanja Božinović and I will be your English teacher. Our today's lesson is healthy or sick. In today's lesson, you will read a poem about a girl's experience of being ill. You will evaluate the information of that illness and you will write a short and simple text about your experience of being ill. For this lesson, you will need a pencil and a notebook, and you will also need a tablet, a laptop or mobile phone with the QR code scanner. Let's begin. My first question for you is about some symptoms that you're not healthy. Can you think what the symptoms are that you're not healthy? If you don't know the word symptom, please take your notebook and copy the word into your notebook. Symptom, something wrong with your body or mind that is a sign of the illness. What are some symptoms that you're not healthy? Write some ideas into your notebook. You can use your QR code scanner to scan this code, or you can access the link that you can see on the right hand side of the screen, Answer Garden channel 1415808. When you access that Answer Garden, you will find a board with a list of words describing various health problems. Read the words. Do you know them all? Check up any new words in your dictionary. Please add one or more words to this list. After you have studied the words on the Answer Garden board, please go to this Quizlet vocabulary study. Please copy the link that you can see on the right hand side of the screen, bit.ly 10h problems, into your browser, and you will access a list of words on vocabulary cards, some exercises to learn, to write, to spell, some tests, and 3 games with the words about health problems. I hope you enjoyed your vocabulary study on Quizlet. Let's talk about how we feel when we are not healthy. What can't you do when you are sick? Can you name 3 things that come to your mind? For example, when I'm sick, I can't go out with my friends. Please remember, use can and can't plus a verb. I can't go out. Write your ideas into your notebook. Listen to a few lines from a famous poem by a poet called Charles Silverstein. The title of the poem is Sick. I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps. Please read and say what Peggy Ann can't do. What is the reason? Can that be a true reason? She says, I have the measles and the mumps. Why can't that be a true reason? Peggy Ann says that she has measles and the mumps. Do you know what they are? Ospice i zaušnjaci. If you don't know the words, please copy them into your notebook and write the meaning into your notebook too. Charles Silverstein wrote the poem entitled Sick. He wrote a poem about a girl. That girl claims to have health problems, and her health problems include all these body parts. Listen: eye, throat, hip, chin, belly button, back, ankle, neck, tongue, elbow, and ear. Do you know all these words? Can you point to these body parts? Can you guess what the problems with each body part are? Please pause the video and try to make one sentence mentioning one health problem that comes to your mind and includes one of these body parts. For example, you can say, using the body part eye, I'm going blind in my right eye. That's actually one of the lines in the poem. Look at the illustration of the body parts. Can you remember how to name them? Can you remember which of them were mentioned in the poem? Read all the words from the list and try to explain what they mean. Add 5 or more words to this list. Please pause the video and copy the list into your notebook. It's time to go back to the poem. Please copy the link poets.org poem-sick into your browser and you will find the text of the poem Sick. Read about Peggy Ann's problems with health. While reading, please find 5 or more words for health problems to see if you guessed right any of the health problems. Did you guess them right? Any of them? Have fun reading this beautiful poem. In the poem, Peggy Ann claims that she has high temperature. She says, "My temperature is 108. What does she mean? Do you know how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius? Let's try together. If the temperature is 108, that's obviously the temperature in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Let's try. Please subtract 32 from the Fahrenheit temperature. Multiply this number by 5. Divide the result by 9. You can pause this video and try it. Here's the help. Let's talk about the last lines of the poem. Why does Peggy Ann change her mind at the end of the poem? What does she do? She says, "What's that? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday. Goodbye. I'm going out to play." Have you ever felt like Peggy Ann? Why do students pretend to be sick to stay home from school? What do you think? Have you been really sick and you couldn't go to school? Please pause the video and answer these questions about yourself. Let's write. Here's the task for you. You will think of an experience when you were sick or when you pretended to be sick and you couldn't go to school, and you will write your text about it. In the first part, in the introductory part, you will say what happened, when, and you will explain what the problem was. Then in the middle part, you will describe what you did or what you tried to do. In the conclusion, you will say how it ended. You will write 70 to 80 words and you will divide your text into 3 parts, following the instructions about what to put into the introductory part, what to put into the body of your text, and how to make your conclusion. In your text, you will mention one health problem or more, and at least one body part. You will use the simple past to write about what happened, the present simple for facts about the health issues, and can or can't to explain your reaction to the symptoms and problems. When you finish writing, you will check your spelling, your punctuation. I will give you the rubric to help you plan and assess your work. Here's the rubric. My advice is to read carefully the rubric before you start writing and to get back to the rubric after you finish writing your text. You will see that it is important for your text to fully correspond to the topic and to have all the elements from the task. It's important for you to use the simple past, simple present, can and can't, and to use the words that describe health problems and body parts. I hope this rubric can help you write a better text. If you like the topic of health and if you like poetry, you can write your own poem. Here's an idea for an acrostic poem. Why don't you write an acrostic poem about health and how you can go to school when you're healthy? First, spell out a word down the left side. For example, you can spell the word healthy, or you can choose some other word. Then, each line of the poem should describe something about that word. Have fun! I hope you liked the poem that I have chosen for you. If you like the poem and if you would like to learn more about the poet, you can use the link on this slide to learn more about this famous poet. And if you would like to practice more how to convert the temperatures Fahrenheit to Celsius and vice versa, you can try now. You can pause the video and copy the numbers from the table. If somebody says that the temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, how high that temperature is in Celsius? If you say that your temperature is 36.2, like a lot of people have these days when we measure our temperature every day, what's that in Fahrenheit? If somebody speaks of 100 degrees Fahrenheit, how high that temperature is in Celsius? Please copy all the numbers and practice converting. I hope you have these numbers and that you have learned how to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius. That's all for today. I hope you liked learning English in this lesson. Stay healthy and safe. Keep on learning English. Goodbye until our next lesson.